considering Nintendo's history and how notorious forests are for really messing with you, I'm surprised this one is pretty easy. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Vitamin M coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Silver here. And in the last episode, we took down Bugsy at the gym in Azalea Town, and even our enemy, really, Vitamin P, and we started our way in the Ilex Forest right here. And so, right off the bat here, we're going to get into a battle before I can explain what that little hut is right there. But yeah, so, at the end of the last episode, I was going through the Pokemon that you can find here in the Ilex Forest. So, with that in mind, as we check this out, this is the Ilex Forest Shrine. It's in honor of the forest's protector. So that is a Pokemon that is only available in Crystal version by an event that you guys know as Celebi. And I know you can check out videos on that and everything. It's definitely pretty darn cool, I would say. I just wish it was in the main game, as all of these mysterious Pokemon are, Mew, Celebi, and all those guys. But anyways, we can move on here as we make our way here. And before I was so rudely interrupted again, I wanted to go over some of the Pokemon that you can find, again, in the Ilex Forest here. So I had left off with Oddish, so, you know, that's pretty good right there. I believe in Pokemon Crystal version, you can actually find Psyducks here. Psyduck is a pure water type that is available, like I said, only in Crystal version starting at this point, but you can get it through surfing through the water here. You know, Psyduck, it evolves pretty late. I'm sure many of you know his role from the anime with Misty and all of that good stuff. But, you know, it's a pretty mixed attacker. It can do quite a bit of different things, which is definitely pretty nice. But, you know, it's a pretty good Pokemon, and it's something I think you do want to consider for your team. It's a pure water type. I know it can be confused, no pun intended there, with being a psychic type as part of that, but it is just a pure water type. So just keep that in mind there. And finally, in Crystal version, you can start to encounter a Pokemon called Venonat here. Venonat is a bug poison type that gets a lot of psychic moves actually along its way and evolves into a butterfly Pokemon, Venomoth. That is not a flying type, but a bug poison type also. It's pretty good. It can really mess with your enemy, or with your foe, I guess, with Supersonic and some other moves, and some Psychic type moves that it gets are actually really nice. So it's something you may want to consider. If you have Gold or Silver version like I do, we're going to be coming across Venonat very soon here. So no need to worry, but in Pokemon Crystal version, you can start encountering Venonat here. But there's a guy over here that I really want to talk to. What am I doing? I'm shaking trees using a headbutt. It's fun. Here, you try it too. Vitamin M received TM02. So this is a TM and not an HM of Headbutt, which can be used on the overworld. Rattle trees with Headbutt. Sometimes sleeping Pokemon fall out. So what he's talking about with sleeping Pokemon there is, if you use Headbutt on a tree, those special trees that you see he's next to, as we've been seeing throughout our entire adventure here, you can actually come across some different Pokemon depending on that. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and teach Headbutt to Flaffy. Give it a better normal type move here. Yeah, I think that's the move right there. If you do teach this, you'll be able to buy another version of another copy of TM02, just to say, pretty soon here. So have no fear with that, and if you haven't really bought anything like I have, you're going to have plenty of money. So with this in mind, you can walk up to a tree here, and if it's nighttime when he's saying there's a chance of encountering Pokemon here, and if it's nighttime, there may be some sleeping Pokemon in there, and you can use that to help you catch them. So, let's check this out here. A Pokemon could be in this tree. Want to headbutt it? Yeah, sure. Flaffy did a headbutt. Nope, nothing. Okay, let's try this one right here. Oh, okay, we can't quite do that yet. But, alright. But, you're probably wondering, okay, what kind of Pokemon can I find in these headbutt trees? Well, that's the thing. It's really randomized where it's used with a calculation using your trainer ID and basically all of the coordinate system of all the overworld map, and figuring out from there which trees are determined to be between moderate encounter trees and high encounter trees. And depending on which one they are, they'll give you some different types of Pokemon that you can come across. And it's really, really hard to tell the difference because, once again, it relies on chance which Pokemon you get. And depending on if you get the more rare Pokemon, then you know that's a high encounter tree. So, just a little thing with that there. So, it never hurts to try here. But basically, the two groups of Pokemon that you can find while headbutting, as we try it out here. Wow, okay, nothing's showing up. Okay. Are separated into the different areas that you can find them. Okay, this is really weird. I really want to show this off. So, what? Okay. I'm really struggling here. There we go. Okay, so we found one here. Let's see what we got. We've got a Weedle here. Okay, yeah, you can find the Caterpie and the Weedle family in trees everywhere, mostly. So, basically, Group 1... Oh, and the other thing, too, is all Headbutt Pokemon will be level 10 no matter what. So just keep that in mind. So, Group 1 consists of trees found in Azalea Town, the Ilex Forest, a place called the Lake of Rage, Route 26, 27, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. And the Caterpie and the Weedle family are found in those trees, in moderate encounter trees, and in high encounter trees too, also. And the other Pokemon that is found in moderate encounter trees in these areas is Exeggucute. So Exeggucute is actually a really interesting Pokemon. It's a grass psychic type, and I would say I am a big fan of it. It evolves with the Leaf Stone, so it's something you do kind of want to pass up on, because it's going to be pretty hard to get, especially in Gold and Silver, but in Crystal, it's something you really want to consider because the Leaf Stone is much more available to you. But anyways, like I was saying, it's a grass psychic type, and when it evolves, it can hit pretty hard, but it's kind of a glass cannon, and that's just something to keep in mind. But its typing is unique, and it can actually be pretty cool. It gets some nice moves to help it out with grass and psychic, and it can really do a lot of damage. I used it in Generation 1, and I was actually really happy with it. So that's actually one that's pretty good, but this game, if you have Gold or Silver, I say pass up, unless you really want to go through most of the game with it. In the high encounter trees, you can also find Exeggucute, but you can also find a Pokemon called Pineco. So Pineco is a pure bug type that... Hi, Ralph. Good morning. Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, that's great. Fantastic. Sure. Yeah, random calls are never fun in this game, so just keep that in mind. But anyways, Pineco is a pure bug type. It's pretty darn slow, but it's definitely strictly a wall. Very high defense stat. It can't hit awfully too hard, but it kind of gets some nice moves to help it out with that wall aspect, and you can teach it to it. When it evolves into Fortress, it becomes a bug steel type, and it is strictly a wall when it comes to different things. So if you're using it to, I don't know, hit hard or attack or something like that, you're not getting the point with Pineco or Fortress. It's one I've never really wanted to use. I think it's kind of silly. I'm more of an offensive guy, so I don't really bother with it. But it's up to you. If you want a wall, it is probably one of the best you're going to come across here. So as we're leaving the Ilex Forest here, we can talk to this lady. It must be hard if Pokemon won't appear. Try using this TM. I'm going to receive TM12. So this one will be pretty nice if you can teach it to a Pokemon or they can learn it. It's Sweet Scent. Use it wherever Pokemon appear. Pokemon will be enticed by it. Okay, so you can use that in the overworld, actually, which is actually pretty darn cool if I do say so myself. But yeah, it's definitely really, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and look around here, and I know there is at least one required battle here. But yeah. Hi, officer. How you doing? There are no required battles here, but I'll just go ahead and get a battle here to explain the headbutting. So, Group 2 of the headbutt trees consist of trees found on Route 29, Route 30, Route 31, 32, 33, 42, 43, and 44. So, in the moderate encounter trees, you can find Spearow, and then a Pokemon called Apom. Now, Apom is a pure normal type, I'm sure many of you are familiar with it due to Ambipom, which unfortunately is not an option in this game. So because of that, Apom does kind of get some nice moves, but it doesn't quite get the stats to back it up yet. It's not the sweeper that you think of it as you would with Ambipom, and Ambipom doesn't come around until Generation 4. So if you want to use it, that's fine, but I think there are some better normal types to go with, and it just doesn't get the help it needs until Generation 4. As we defeat the camper there. And then in high encounter trees you can find Spearow, Apom, and a Pokemon by the name of Heracross. Now Heracross is an absolute beast. This thing is one of the greatest physical attackers in the game, and oh my gosh, it is so much fun to use. Unfortunately in Generation 2, it doesn't get a lot of help when it comes to fighting type moves, as it's a bug fighting type, and really the only fighting type move that it learns while leveling up is going to be Reversal. Reversal is a move where it gets stronger with the lower HP that you have, which kind of sucks, considering it doesn't get moves later on until some other games like Brick Break, but some TMs such as Rock Smash and other things don't really help it out. But it is a fantastic Pokemon if you just give it normal moves, and it is one of the few Pokemon that can learn Mega Horn, which is the strongest bug-type move, period. So, with that in mind, Heracross is something you really want to consider putting on your team, despite not getting a lot of chances to really be the fighting type that it is, but it is an absolute monster when it comes to things, and is so awesome. So really, really consider it if you really want. So yeah, but that's the headbutt trees here. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool stuff right there, honestly. So yeah, headbutt trees, though, you're going to be kind of having to guess where things are and where certain Pokemon are. So, whoa, did you get that words are so hard today. Did you get that Bulbasaur from Professor Oak right there? Holy cow! Oh, it's a shame we can't catch trainer Pokemon, because that would have been cool. I would have so used Bulbasaur. But anyways, that is it for Picnicker Gina right here. And Gina is actually really important right here, because in Pokemon Crystal version, if you call her, or well, you let her give you your number, as I'm doing right here, she will call you at some point and she'll say, I have an item for you, and that item will be the Leaf Stone. So, if you're looking to get a Leaf Stone or some Leaf Stones in Pokemon Crystal version to evolve maybe your Execute or your Oddish, or even your Bellsprouts, then Gina's your girl right here. So, really, really important. But unfortunately, that's not something in Gold and Silver, and that really, really sucks. But anyways, here we are on Route 34 right here. And there are some new Pokemon that are available to us. So, with that in mind, we're going to be taking a look at what is here for us. So, starting off, you know, we got Pidgey, Rattata, Jigglypuff, all those good guys. But starting off, we have Abra. Abra is a pure Psychic type, and when you get it, it will only know Teleport. So if you try to catch it, try to put it to sleep right away, so it can't teleport away, because it will try to escape battle with that. But if you can catch it and you can level it up to Kadabra and Alakazam and get Alakazam through trading, it is one of the best special attackers in the entire game. No lie. This thing was a beast in Generation 1 and just swept everything because of its high special attack stat. And really, it can do just about anything when it comes to your special attacks. It is that strong, and it's something to really consider if you haven't picked up a Psychic type and you can trade. If that isn't available to you, you have an alternative, which isn't as nice, but it's still kind of pretty good, and that is Drowsy, as you guys saw earlier. Drowsy is a little slower, a little more defensive, but it can still hit pretty hard with its special attack. Oh, okay, we're going to learn Quick Attack. So, because Quilava knows 4 moves, and we can't teach it a 5th one, we're just going to have to get rid of one. So, Tackle's kind of useless. They have the same power. The Quick Attack and some other moves, they get priority to hit first. So that's awfully a nice move to have. So, Drowsy is actually pretty good. Oh crap, accidentally walked into you there. Drowsy is kind of a nice Pokemon to have. It gets some pretty good moves. Psybeam, Poison Gas, and Meditate, which ups its attack stat. It's kind of a mixed attacker, if anything, so it's got a lot going for it. It's not as strong, let's say, as some other Psychic types, but it is still pretty darn good. I would say. It's something you do want to consider, but if you don't want to use a Drowsy, there is an in-game trade coming up that I highly suggest you consider. So pick up a Drowsy there if you do want to really go for that one. But I'll be getting to that one pretty soon. So, and then on this route you can catch a Ditto. So Ditto is known for transforming into any Pokemon. It's really not that great, it's a normal type. It's really only used for breeding, which I'll explain in the next episode. But if you want to use it for breeding, absolutely catch it. And finally, a Snubbull, which is a pure normal type, is not a fairy type quite yet. And available in Pokemon Crystal starting at this point. It is a very strong attackative Pokemon, pretty darn slow, and it can be pretty resilient to things, but it can be a very good normal type and mixed attacker. So it is something to really consider, and I kind of like it, so it's pretty good. So with that in mind, as we arrived on the route here and working our way towards the next city, I think this is a good place to stop right here. So that being said, next time in Pokemon Silver, we head north. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Vitamin M, I'm out, dudes.